Okay. So what you'll do the first time that you're going to open it is I'm going to send you two files. Um, right now, just focus on not the layout file, focus on the actual working plan file. And I'll show you how to do the other one later at another date. But I'll send you two files as templates. So mine is not plugged in right now. 1 second. It's not in here. Might not even let me open this. Yes, it will. Okay, so let me see if it'll at least do this. Okay. Just disregard this real quick. What happened is my hard drive disconnected, and I don't want to unplug it because the camera's hooked up to the hard drive. So let me just do something really fast. Desktop. Close out of this. Okay, so the first time you would just go in and open your file. You just double click it, and the program will open it. You see it's just loading 6/20/23 template. When you come in here, it's ready to go. It's got everything that we've put in here. So like I've already loaded this with our wall sections. So if we go in here, I've got stuff kind of already drawn out for details. So if you're using a concrete wall, you could come in here and just grab a concrete wall and a roof and a foundation. It's all going to vary from job to job. And sometimes you won't be able to use these. You'll have to draw them from scratch. But see, this is all loaded with our stuff. So you'll use these templates when you're working. Now, to draw, actually, what you'll have to do when you double click it for the first time, you won't have it set as your template. So what you'll have to do is go to File. You'll go down here to Templates. And then templates. And then very first time that you open our template that we sent to you, you have to save it as a template. You have to tell it, hey, this is my template. I'm going to use this every single time. Okay. So you'll go to templates. You're going to go save as template. I'm going to have you delete leave all that stuff. Yeah, leave all this objects, leave that, delete CAD blocks. Yeah, leave that the way it is. Make external references. Okay, yeah, leave everything the way it is. And then down here, no, I'm sorry, uncheck this because you need all this stuff. All right. Okay. And then just go ahead and leave the unused CAD blocks. Leave everything in there so it doesn't erase anything. Uncheck that. Just leave this all blank. And then here, what you'll need to do is set template as default. Okay. Then you hit OK. Then it's going to ask you to save it somewhere. It should, when you download it, it should have already like a folder set for templates. It's okay if it saves in there. It's not a big deal. If you want more control, you can save it out somewhere else. So then you'll just hit save. And then that's pretty much it. It's going to copy it up here and it's ready to go. It's taking a minute. Oh, I know why it's taking a minute because it's trying to find that folder. There it goes. See now it says working plan. That's just brand new copy of this. Don't even worry about it. You can erase either. I would actually, if you're going to start playing with it for the first time and you want to save your file, just get rid of this 620 template, erase that, and then only work in this working plan view. Then you can go ahead and save it as, just say, practice, you know, and then you're set. All right. So to draw a wall, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You probably watched the videos and you saw that you just drag it up.
Yeah.
Drag it over. Let's just do something like this. And then afterwards, usually when I'd set it, I try to keep it kind of close when I'm drawing a plan. Because if you just kind of throw it together and then you have to put in the walls later, it'll have walls running into walls. So let's say that this whole depth from here to here, let's say it's 60 feet. And then let's go ahead and do this to 45 feet. That. And then here, see, it's going to even need outside dimensions here. We can say we want this at 20 feet. And then we have that. So that's your exterior partition. If you want to see it in 3D, you can come in here. And you'll shoot it up in 3D. That. If you want to put interior walls, you're just going to come in here to this. These are your wall tools. You can do exterior walls, interior walls, foundation walls, which we usually don't do. I usually draw the foundations from scratch. You can do glass walls for showers, half walls with glass on top for showers. And this is like a half wall that you would put under, like for an island or something like that. If you're drawing a kitchen island, you could put that down there. And then these are room dividers. This is like what you use to split rooms apart. So let's say in here we have a living room. And let's say we have like a dining room here. Okay. These walls are invisible. So if you go in here and you look, there's nothing there. But if you come in here, now they're two different boxes.
Yeah, you can change the name of the room.
You got it. So yeah, you already did a lot of studying, so you already know that. Okay. Yeah, so I can call this my living room. I can call this my dining room. Now, another reason why you would use like those partitions and stuff like that is if you're drawing a porch.
Yeah.
You can come out here. You're just going to scroll that over. You can just nudge it down with your arrows until it meets. So now it doesn't know what this is yet. So if we go back to our 3D view and we scroll out, you see it thinks it's in part of the interior. You can click on it either in here or in here. You can open it by using the door or double clicking. I'm just going to double click for them out here. I'm going to call it a porch. and see it has the porch there. Now, usually what we do, so the water doesn't run in on porches into the house, is we recess those. It's like a step when you walk into a house on the front porch. So you're gonna do that here with structure.
Mhm.
We're just gonna put floor -4. So it's gonna drop it 4 inches from the finished floor. And you hit OK. You see, it dropped it.
Yeah.
Second, I want to turn the clouds off. Okay. So we have that. We can do a garage here. Let's say that we want the garage. Let's just go like this and like this. Let's say we want the garage walls to be 6 inches. You can do it 2 ways. You can open it. And you can change it here to just 6 inches.
Mhm.
And it will do it for you. We're going to nudge it back. See how it moved it? Just nudge it back. Or the other way you could do it is open it. Go to wall types. And then you would find interior 6 from a drop down. Okay. Usually I just type in 6. So let's go ahead and let's make this 2 feet. We got that. Now the garage again is going to be dropped down 4 inches. Okay. So if we went in here right now, it would think it's just a regular interior room. See, it's got wooden floors and everything.
Yeah.
So again, we'll go in here. We're gonna call it a garage. Structure, -4 inches. And now when we go in there, it's got a concrete floor and it's down 4. Any questions on the walls?
I have a question about the material of the wall that you always changing, or the dimension, the thickness of the wall. You're changing for every home by home. You're changing it, or it's the same
Good
template.
question. Yeah, so we can change them. Usually what we'll do if we're going to do that, if you double click in here, you can go wall types. And let's say we don't want stucco. And you can see in here in the drop downs. Oh, it doesn't have my hard drive's not working right now. But in the template, you'll see that there's a whole bunch that I've already made. There'll be a
Okay.
6-inch siding, an 8-inch siding. I'll have them all like listed in the drop downs. So let's say we wanted to make one real quick. Let's just do a 6-inch siding there. So there's a 6-inch siding wall. See it change the width.
Yeah.
If we go to the camera, we scroll around. See it changed it. You can change the color as well. If I go into materials. And then you can even, you gotta wait for it to load. Let's say, you can go any one of these colors here and you can change it to those colors. And there. You could also, if you wanted to, even though you have it at siding, you could go in here and define it. And here it's going to have everything broken into pieces. So you can come in here and completely, you can eliminate things. Let's say you don't want this top layer, you can get rid of it. Let me show you a stucco one. Okay, so this here is the actual block. Okay, and then out here, where it says pattern, wait for it to catch up. You can go all the way down to where it says stuccos. And you have all these different stuccos. They're kind of hard to tell on the computer, to be honest with you. But let's say you want a sand finish in a gray, you hit OK. And then it would change that exterior. This is the exterior wall. See, exterior layers. So you're changing the exterior to that color. And then if you wanted to change the color of your interior wall, you would click in here and you can change it.
Okay.
Now, when you change these walls, you're going to change it for every wall that you draw, okay? Because this is like the default wall. So anytime you pick that wall, that's the color it's going to be. Usually, like if I'm starting a project, I'll go in right off the bat and I'll go in here and I'll just set my walls. If I know I'm doing siding, then I'm changing my walls to siding, and then I just draw my whole house after that. Let's go ahead and change this back. Oops. Okay. Have that there. And this is just real basic stuff. You can do really cool stuff with this program, but it like we have to go little by little because it's a lot. This is like learning Photoshop. There's like 8 different ways to do one thing. So
Yeah, I know.
we just teach you the real basic stuff, and then before you know it, you'll be up and running pretty good. So we have any other questions on wall partitions?
No.
No? Okay. So we have this here. If you want to draw interior walls, now let's say that we got like a laundry room here. You can do this like this. Oops, 6 foot is fine. All right, so we have our laundry room there. You can drop in your appliances here. See where it says laundry? It takes a second to load. That, and then you can do the same thing with your dryer. Put it in. Get yourself a door. Put in your door. And then here, I have my doors already defaulted to 32 inches, but you can change them 2 ways. You can just stretch them, or you can double click them. Let's say we want this to be a 36-inch door. See where it says width? 36. If you needed to change the height to a 96-inch, then you could change that here. Hit OK. Execute it. And now, if you wanted to look in here, you got your stuff in there. This is the inside of the house. Let's say you wanted to do a raised entry. So you would do that. You know, some houses have higher ceilings in the entry and higher porches. So we can do that here using this room divider. Probably, like if we were going to do that, we would have walls on this side. But for just to show you for now, we're just going to do it like this. We'll put entry. And then at structure, say instead of at 8 foot, we want this to be at 10 foot. You just hit 10. Hit OK. We got a cat over here. Get out of here, cat. And then you hit OK. And then it's in there. And you can take these. If you want to take like these dimensions off, you can just click on it. And then this O down here, object layer properties, it's going to show you every layer that's checked for that particular area that you're working on. So right here, I see, it doesn't have all the layers. It just has only the layers that pertain to that little area. So I want to get rid of the room's interior dimensions. And then the rest of it I can keep. And then now it's got to come on, get it. So now that's gone. And now if we look at the outside, see how I put the ceiling up?
Yeah.
Now that ceiling is at 10 foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and drop it back down to 8. Windows are pretty easy as well. It's just come in here, you pick your window. You have different kinds of windows. Typically, all we ever use is just regular windows. You can put it in, put one here. You can double click it. And then in here, you can go window types. So if it's a regular, like single hung window, it's default. But you can change it to fixed glass, which is not opening window. You can change it to a casement, so it opens from the sides. You got all the different kinds of windows in here. Right sliding. They're all in here. We'll go ahead and just leave it as a single hung. Okay. Oh, and window size is the same way. You can change it right here. You can change how high it is to the top. So like usually on larger houses, houses with taller ceilings, everything's going to be at 96. On 8-foot ceilings, everything's usually at 80. Any questions on windows and doors?
I
No?
don't think so.
Okay. All right, you want to see how roofs are done?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's work on roofs real quick. So roofs are going to be in here. Roof tools. You can have it automatically build the roof for you by hitting A. And you'll tell it to build roof planes. Here you can change the pitch from 412, 512, 612. Usually things around here are 412. Nicer houses, they have like a 6 on them, 5 or 6. You would just hit OK. You can change your overhang to make it 16 inches. Hit OK. And see, it did just a regular hip roof. We look at the outside. That's what it looks like. If you need to change your roof planes to a higher pitch or something like that, you can do that here just by going like this. You can open all of them. Let's say we want it to be 612. You hit OK, and it changes them. If you need to move around to orbit, it's right here. You click on this little mouse button, camera with mouse, and then click here, and you click around. You can scroll. You see, it made it steeper. Now let's say that you don't want it to automatically build your roof planes for you. Sometimes most of the time I don't. I usually do the planes by myself. is a lot trickier in real life when you're doing real houses. So you would just click on here to make your plane. You'll find the edge. You'll drag it out to the side and then pull it in. Okay. You do the same thing here. Just pull it in. And you can do the same thing here. Just pull it in. Now, if you look at it, it just looks like this. Okay. What you'll need to do is you need to connect this edge with this edge.
Yep.
Okay. To do that, you click on the roof plane. Once you have it selected, these two triangles with the arrows, you're going to click on that and it's going to join the roof planes. Then you're going to select the other edge, which is this one, and you just tie it together. You can do it from this view as well. Sometimes it's easier just to do it from here because you're trying to see how the roof is coming together. So sometimes you'll want to see it from this angle. Again, you would just click here. You click on these two triangles, find the other roof plane, tie them together. You can do it here. And tie it together. Good shortcut to learn is space bar. When you have something selected and you want to get out of there, just hit space bar. Okay? Makes it a lot faster. Turn here. Okay. And now we're just going to pull it in like this. You have a roof. You can drop in your
What's the
Yeah, go
difference? What's the difference that you did by yourself and automatically?
So let me see if I can. Oh, I won't. Yes, I will. I got one I can show you. Some roofs are way complicated and the program will not, like, it won't know how you want it put together. So you have to force the issue. You have to do it yourself. So I'll show you, because we're going to be stopping soon anyway. So let me just show you some stuff that we've done so you can see what's possible. Let's see. Trash Street. So I think I just have it in here. Trash for design. $620. This is a house that we're working on now. We're actually building it. And if we look at the roof on this thing, it already had an existing roof, so we had to roof over it. So this is, you see all these little extras here?
Yeah, I'll come. Yeah.
That program would have messed it all up. It wouldn't have known which one you wanted overlapping where. So stuff like this is where you're going to have to come in and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Simple roofs, yeah, you can just hit auto and it'll do it for you. You're always going to want to double check it because, I mean, it's just like working with a calculator. Most of the time the calculator's right, but what if the calculator's wrong? So
Yeah.
you just want to eyeball it and make sure that it's right. That's right. See, all this stuff was custom drawn. These pieces of wood, we drew them with just regular squares, and then you can turn them into whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty powerful program. You can go in the house. And you see we have everything inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bathrooms. Let me take it. This is everything with the roof off.
Mm-hmm.
You can design the tile, everything. Let me show you what the blueprints look like when we're done. 6, 7, it's probably these. Yeah, this is what they'll look like when they're done. And it's all done in the same program. We don't export anything. You have all this stuff is already inside the program for us. Already put it in. And here's your floor plan. With little details for stairs. Second story. Elevations. And like this detail here, I had to draw that from scratch.
Mhm.
But you can draw everything inside the program, using just CAD lines. Elevation, 3D view, and another elevation. Foundation plan. More details. The roof framing plan with the floor trusses here. Cross section. Details. More details. Materials that we're using. It's freezing. And then the electrical. You can do the electrical things as well. That's pretty much it. Any questions, anything that you wanted to see that you didn't see?
No, I've seen everything, but maybe if I use the program, I'm gonna have
More
problems
questions?
because
Yeah.
questions. I can if you send me one your project before that you did, I can start to design like that to see what are the problems that I have to ask you to have
Okay.
another.
All right. Let me see what I can send you that I've done that's not over the top complicated. This one is
Mhm.
this is big. This house is big.
Okay.
I mean, I could send you this one if you want it. Maybe let me see what else I got that's smaller though, and I'll
I think
email it to
yeah,
you.
it's better to start with the small one.
Yeah, let me send you a small one that I've done.
Okay.
That's a new build. It's not a like a where we had to demolish something because that's a totally different story. Then you have to draw the existing house, and then you have to do two different
Yeah, I've seen those kind of works because our company working
Oh
with your
yeah, so
father.
you see when we do the demolition plan and then
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
yeah, that's a whole nother ballpark. But we do a lot of those, so I'll have to teach you those eventually. But for right now, let's just have you just practice, and then as you get questions, then I'll answer your questions. And a lot of times when I answer your
Okay.
questions, I'll shoot a video like this, so that when
Mm-hmm.
when I answer the question for you, you can go back and at your own time, you can sit down and say, okay, he loaded it up on YouTube, and let me just watch it, and then you can work it at your own pace. So,
Okay.
all right. But I will send you the templates, and then
Okay.
did you want to practice tonight? You don't have to, but it's up to you. I can unlock my
Maybe tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay.
Mm, yeah.
Usually you want to practice at night. Is that what it is, or during the day?
Yeah, it's better for me at night because during day I'm working.
You're working.
But sometimes at our office we don't have a special thing to do. They say me whatever you can
Okay.
do. Then I can practice over there too. Before I start to practice, I can text you
Okay. Yeah.
that.
Text me. I'm gonna put everything in an email. My phone
Mhm.
number. You'll have my email address. I'll put the files in, and I'll send you just a file that we've already done, so you can look at it and you can just take it apart, put it back together. All right.
Okay.
All right. It was
Okay.
nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And you're gonna send me the video too?
I will
This
send you the
video?
link to the video. I'm going to upload
Okay.
it now. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye
You're
bye.
welcome. Bye bye.